Baseball here from PABrewNews. Was just having a nice night watching some Craig Tube on Vaughn Live and having a nice interaction. One of the, I think the screen name was BDR, said, "Hey, I'm going to do 2 ales. Here's the ales." And she said, or he said, well, now I can't remember anything. I had it all locked in and it's all gone by now. It's a long way from there. But they, the person which, said, "You do the Abbey Ale." So I'm going to do the Abbey Ale. Boom. Okay, this is from Ommegang. This is their Abbey Dubbel. So we're going to twist this off. Always keep pressure and protect the cork, because you don't know if it's going to fly off. Grab the cork firmly and turn the bottle, not the cork. Okay. Excellent. Very fruity esters, a little wine-like. Cooperstown, New York, and this is a member of the Dubbel family. They have purchased this as a kind of a sister company, so that's excellent. I'm sure they're still letting everybody do their own thing, though. Definitely haven't changed the quality of the ales from what I can tell. I've had many, and they were very good. 8.2 alcohol by volume. Ale brewed with licorice root, star anise, sweet orange, peel, coriander, I think it says cumin, rich fruity and aromatic Burgundian brew. Excellent. So here we go. I like to get this in without the sedimentation. There's some little sedimentation right at the bottom. And I don't have any right now. I have a very big one, but I think that would be a little bit too much. Get yourself a nice, clear pitcher. Pouring pitcher, just enough for like 2 liters or whatever. Just not 2 liters, maybe smaller than that. Just a nice serving pitcher. Pour these ales into that. Leave the sedimentation in there. I mean, that's the best way to get a clear beer, because sometimes sedimentation really doesn't help. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So far, the sedimentation seems to be staying pretty good. Well, this should be pretty aromatic. Let's give it a go. Cheers. Actually, wow, I'm getting more raisins and dark brown sugars. I'm getting a little bit of that kind of a peel, citrus peel, but I'm really getting a lot of more of the kind of caramels, brown sugars, raisins. A little bit of that kind of red wine ester. A Burgundian brew. Excellent. Yeah, a little bit of that yeast ester coming through. Fruity grape. Alright, let's get this one in. Cheers. I'm getting the star anise. Definitely. A little bit of that licorice quality. Finish is dry. Wow. Everything just went and then just dried out in my mouth. You're left with the nice brown sugar characters, caramels, toffees, raisins, a little bit port wine, that yeast estery wine quality. Yeasty. There's a little bit of a yeast after lingering in the dry mouth. You get a tornado of carbonation from the middle. A little bit of a dark haze. This is obviously a brownish amber hue. Yeah. It's dark and moody. Really dark and moody. It's almost quad-like, but it's not that big. It's toned down back a bit. So this is a double with some nice notes to it. I'm getting very soft peel in there. Very soft. Very soft peel. Definitely getting the star anise. I'm getting a very soft whiff of vanilla. Brown sugar, caramel, raisins, port wine quality, that grape ester. This is definitely a very complex, built-together ale where you have to pick it apart. which is nice with these Belgian-inspired ales. Upfront sweetness just fades down and then ends up with a drying sensation. Yeah, I think anybody that likes Abbey ales or likes Dubbels, likes Belgian ales would like this a lot. It's not mind-blowing, but it's definitely nice. I don't know if we're going to be the end of the album or not. No, it just keeps going. So, giving that, I do like this. It's just, I actually kind of like my Dubbels a little bit more sweeter and a little bit more carrying through on the sweetness than really drying like this one does. Again, this isn't, any kind of professional rating system. I just rate beers the way I like them, how I enjoy them, not specifics. So, you always have to bear with this. This is not a professional atmosphere by any means. Okay. I don't even know if my hair looks good. I just took my work hat off. It's a high, thin mouthfeel. It never gets watery. Actually, I'd say it starts as a low, medium mouthfeel and then just blends down to a high, thin mouthfeel. It never gets watery. Those dark caramels and toffees. Actually, I'm getting a bit of toasted bread crust in my mouth now. That yeastiness turned into a toasted bread crust. Yeah. As you inhale after you drink, you almost get a soft smoke note with that toasted bread crust. It's pretty interesting. This is not a bad beer. This is definitely a sip and talk kind of a beer. It might even go good with food. I don't drink and eat at the same time, but I do have a big old steak upstairs roasting, and in 8 minutes, that's about as long as it takes for me to fully cook a steak to my liking. The steak's about that thick, so we'll see. I like this. This is very, very nice. Not going to give it a super high rating because there are a couple things on it. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. This is an 8.5 out of 10 ale. Very good. That's a good score. Very good ale. Definitely go give it a go. I just like my Dubbels being a little bit more on the sweeter side, the soft, sweet caramels and stuff like that. But still very nice. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers.